Good evening and welcome back to the channel. So tonight I have been invited back over to the wonderful Smithy hide, and I've not been over here since must have been this time roughly last year. So Sue, who owns this hide, has actually invited me back over just to come and have an evening with her lovely Tawny Owls. Now we have still Tony and Gracie, who are the two main adult Tawny Owls that visit this site. They're coming in quite regular at the moment, but we're hoping, keeping my really good fingers crossed here, that we may get a glimpse of not just two Tawny Owls this year, but three. Yes, Tony and Gracie have both had 3 Tawny Owls this year. And they have been out within the area, and Sue has told me that she has heard them in one of the trees quite locally, making the hissing sound that they make, because they are still quite very young. Now Sue has been monitoring these owlets, and they have been up in the trees at the back of the hide area here. Sue has had some amazing photographs, as usual, of these owlets, and we are hoping anytime soon now they will start to visit the hide, and hopefully the parents will start to bring them in and bring them down on some of the perches. So if you are interested in watching this video and you are interested in Tawny Owls, then you need to stay tuned and continue watching this video and my adventure this evening here at Smithy's hide. Okay, so already coming here tonight, I've noticed that Sue has been building this hide up a heck of a lot since last year when I first came. Now Sue had not opened the hide that long when I first came in my video. Excuse me, but I am hoping that you can hear me okay, because the wind tonight is picking up quite a lot. But when I first came over to the hide last year with Sue, she'd only just recently started opening it up to other photographers to come. So this originally was like Sue's alone woodland haven, basically, as she enjoyed her own time sitting in the hide photographing the woodland birds that you get coming here all day long, and then obviously you get the Tawny Owls coming in the evening. But some of the changes that I've seen around here tonight, I mean, Sue's put some extra lights out here on either side of all the props she's made. You've got some here on the reflection pole, which I'll show you in a minute, but let me just introduce you to some of the shooting areas that we can use. So, over here, we've got an idea of a foot-off tree, which is here, which I believe that they like to come into here first before they come down onto the reflection pole, which is just behind the camera at the moment. And then you've also got another addition, which wasn't here when I last come, and that is obviously you've got to have the Smithy hide signpost. This makes a great feature, especially when the owls come in and they start sitting on top of it. You may have seen from my last video. If you have seen it, if not, do go back and watch it. We've still got the gate here. Again, which I loved last year when I came, coming in, sitting on top of there. That looked brilliant. And again, we've got continuous lights all around this area, so you're not going to need any flashes or anything in this time whatsoever. Again, you have all your log piles, which are all down here below, and them are obviously great for when you have your woodland birds coming in. And if you are lucky, because Sue helps with rescue hedgehogs, when you come to the hive, you'll see that she's got some hedgehog houses just dotted around into the corners of all the grove here. You never know, you might get yourself a few hedgehogs snooping around this kind of area here as well. And of course, not just for the daytime wildlife, you've obviously got the Tawny Owls that will come here on this nice long log that we've got that they like to sit on. And again, when we move over here a little bit more, you've got another large stump here that they also like to come in and sit on to feed from. Now, this is a baited hide, so I do just want to mention that they are just put out certain spots around the area which they come in and feed on. Now, this is not just a continuous food for these Tawny Owls. This is just like a little bit of a supplement for them. It's not to try and encourage them all the time to come here. At the end of the day, they've got endless of woodland which is behind the hide and houses here. Then they can go and hunt and find their own food if nothing was part of the enticed too much. One thing that I have seen, and this is the new addition. So they've had an absolutely fantastic door put here with a nice lovely open archway. Now, Sue just told me that on the first night that they put this in, they did not expect the Tawny Owls to come down and sit on the ledge here. But they proved it wrong, and they did. They came in and they sat there, and they sat there to have videos and photographs taken in this nice lovely area. Now, I like this because you've got the feature, which is great in the woodland days as well. You've got obviously all your tools, so it makes it a bit more of a feature going on. And you've got this ivy that's here along it as well, so just to frame that doorway a little bit as well. And obviously you've got the natural weathered kind of wood and weathered obviously brackets as well off the door. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic feature. And like I say, it is continuous light. We've got one here just behind me. We've got one here which is monitoring the story here. We've got one just a little bit further up. I'm just watching my feet because there's quite a few wires on here because this is an area where no one else would normally come out. So we've got another continuous light here which is lighting the post up. As I come forward, and also the first up that I showed you, we've got another continuous light just here as well. And if I go back over to this other side, you'll see that this area and here is lit up by another continuous light panel which is just here as well. Now, it might follow me round, it might not, let's see. Yeah, tell you what, just take you with me. So going back to the reflection pool, again, we've got a continuous light here, but we've also got, let's see if I can bring the camera around, come and follow me around here. We've got obviously a stump here that they also like to come and sit on, and they like to sit on any of this area just below. What I'll do is I'll try and bring the camera down a little bit. There you go. So we've got the nice reflection pool that runs all the way up to the windows of the hive just here. And again, they literally can come down to any part of this reflection pool. And I know myself from the last time that I came that if you get a nice still water, it makes some fantastic reflection images as well. Now I have come with two lenses tonight. I've got the 400mm, which I've put out of one window so that I can photograph all the back areas here. But I've also got, sorry, just distracted me, I've got a nuthatch that's just come down here onto the tree. But I've also brought with me the 7200, which is a perfect lens just for using on the reflection pool. So I'll tell you what, let's go make our way into the hive now. We'll go and get ourselves set up properly, get nice and comfy, and then let's sit and wait and see what arrives. Come along. Okay, so welcome to the main hive area itself. Again, if you're new to Smithy's hives and you've never been, then obviously I'll talk you through some of the area. So as you can see from here, hopefully you can, you've got two nice big wide window areas which are here, and there is netting here that drapes down from the top over your camera gear. One thing that you don't need to bring with you is gimbal heads or any tripods or anything like that, because you would not have the room in here for tripods to start with. What supervises you, I'll just move my camera off. You have some like foam bases here that sit on the shelf, and just on the ledge here, Sue's added in a extra bit of pipe padding, pipe foam onto here, just so that you can sit your camera on and it doesn't make any noises whatsoever when you're moving around. Now, I'm not saying that you might not want to bring your own gimbal with you. There is plenty of space to have a gimbal, which will be sitting about here roughly, I would have thought, by the time that you set it up, and give you plenty of space for moving. But I think for the area, you don't really need it. I've got my 70-200 set up here on my R5, and then further up in the hide here, I've got the same setup again. I've got myself one of the padded bases here, and as you can see here, I've got my R5 Mark II, and I've got a 400mm on. No extra, no 1x cursor or 2x. It really is not required. At a 400mm, you can see and get close enough to everything which is out in the distance out there. So again, 400 is fine. If you've got 100 to 500, even better, or 150 to 600, great, because then you've got the ability to go back into. But I will advise you, always bring yourself either a 24 to 105 or a 70 to 200 for the reflection pool area, if that's all you use it for, which is probably what I'm going to be doing tonight as well. Now, I have set my DJI action camera up here, just outside of the window. I want to try and video a little bit of the birds coming into the reflection pool. I did debate on whether to set it up further out on some of the other perches, but I thought tonight I'll put it onto the reflection pool, and when I see activity starting, I'll try and capture, obviously, some footage of them coming in and landing and things like that tonight as well. Okay, so again, in the hide here, Sue has got a lot of added extras. There is some bags here. Obviously, you want to be on a bit more of a stable sort of situation with your lenses. You can do, that's not a problem at all. You've got some nice stools which are here. There is actually 4 in the hide. I'm not saying that this hide is just for 2 people. If you really wanted to, you could get 1 person here, 1 person here, and 2 more here and here, closer to where my camera is. That's at a push. Now, I'm quite a broad person, so I think for me, sitting here with someone else, it's going to be a little bit snug. So I would say plenty of space for 2 people is even better. Definitely. Gives you a bit more breathing space. But if you wanted to, 3, 4, you could really do it if there's a group of you. So again, you're going to be here for quite a while, so Sue provides some nice blankets as well if you are feeling a little bit cold, which tonight it is a little bit windy. Again, I am fed up of this British weather right now. We are in June, and yet we've got rain, we've got hail, I think I've had thunder and lightning, I've had flooded roads, sunshine. Literally, when they say that in the UK we get all weathers in one day, June has really shown itself, for sure. So I'm hoping tonight, even though we've got the little bit of rough wind that's taking place, that we're going to get plenty of activity. And yeah, speaking with Sue, anytime from about 7:30 onwards, we'll hopefully start to get a little bit of activity. Might be a little bit later, like I say, due to the weather, but you never know. Nature will do its own thing. So, I'll get myself set up with the cameras now, make sure that they've got the right settings. Like I say, it's still a bit light out there, and I can still photograph, like the squirrels just come down here having a few nuts sat on one of the perches. So I can still still be taking some pictures of the woodland birds while I wait. So let me get set up, let me get nice and comfy, and yeah, I'll come back to you, and hopefully we'll have plenty of activity. So we've got the Tawny Owl shouting, the male and female. And how you know that is because you get the twit and the twit, and that's them both talking to each other. Now you might hear it on my mic, the continuous shouting I've got at the moment taking place just down in the valley to the left hand side from where you look out of the hide. Now one did come in and it tried to do a snatch and grab. It landed, something disturbed it. I mean, I know the jay landed, but it took off straight away and it's gone sitting in one of the trees really high up where I can't quite see at the moment due to obviously the thick growth that's there. But let's sit and wait and hopefully they'll be down soon. And it's only 8 o'clock now. Just listen to this noise that's going on out here. This is when you know that the owls are around, when the blackbirds are having a go at them. Now I know that the Tawny Owl has just bent down now and had a little bit of the food that's on one of the fences, and it's gone up into one of the trees, possibly to feed one of the young. As you can hear, the blackbirds are going mad. So yeah, as I was saying, it's gone up into one of the trees. I heard what sounded like one of the young possibly calling. So they're definitely starting the feeding process. So hopefully we'll get plenty more visits. But yeah, the blackbird, I can see it flying back and zoo in the distance. It's going absolutely apes. But that's a good sign for us. That lets us know that they are around. And talk of the devil, she's actually back. She's actually back on the fence. So I'm not sure if it's the male or female, but she is. Let me put my mic on so here. She's currently she's not bothered about me even being here. She's currently just sat on the fence out here now, and I've got another one calling, and you might hear it from the tree up in the left hand side. We'll get some absolutely fantastic shots. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try and get some footage and I'll show you some of the images I'm capturing. Wow, so that has been quite a bit of a frantic bit of action. You can probably hear the jay who's squawking at the moment. But the blackbirds have just been mob to the Tawny Owls. I had a moment when I had the male and female. Male was sat in, female might have been sat in the tree, I think it might have been grazing. One had come down, which I didn't see because I was watching up there. Bear me in all that. Yep. Right, so where was we up to? Like I said, it's just been a frantic 45 minutes with these two Tawny Owls.
Vicky's not helped the fact that they were getting constantly mobbed by the blackbirds. There were 3 blackbirds chasing after them, back and 2 across all the wooded area here at the back. And they were coming in like a tag team. They were one coming in, one was grabbing, snatching it, and off it went, passing it to the other, and off they flew off. But it was literally like 1, 2, 3, constantly back and 2, back and 2. To a point that one of them come down, sat on the fence, I hit the record button, and literally within 9 seconds it landed, checked the area out, picked the bait up, gone. So I'm hoping it slows down a little bit now. We've still got quite a lot of stuff around, so hopefully we'll come in and pick them up. But whew, I haven't managed to get a lot of footage. Definitely got plenty of pictures. Now, I can hear the young still calling over this left-hand side. As you can hear, the blackbird is still giving it out over here on the right. And as we speak, the Tawny Owl is back in. Back in there. So again, they've come in, they've landed on the new prop of the hole in the door. I managed to stick my camera on record while it was sat on a perch just further back waiting, and literally came in, grabbed what it wanted, and gone again. They are certainly busy. But then again, they have got 3 chicks this year. Last year they only had 2. So they've got an extra mouth to feed, haven't they? Well, let's see how the rest of the night goes. It's still early. I'm still hoping that maybe they'll bring some of them down. Because they're not that far away, you know. But wow, up to now, it's been good. So I've seen the young, they're in a tree, just 2 rows back from where the hide is. Just not quite in view. I just got a little bit of footage of the back end of one of them before it went behind one of the trees. Oh, I do hope that they come down. I am so hoping that they come down. Because that would be amazing. It means that they're getting closer and closer to the area. But the only problem is, these blackbirds are still mobbing these Tawny Owls. They're still also coming in, snatching and grabbing as well. They've not settled down as yet. I'm hoping that they do slow down just a little bit, sit, and let us manage to get some pictures and obviously some footage of them. Oh, one's back. Oh no. He's just been mobbed again by the blackbird. Right. Let's carry on watching and see what else we can get. They're not for giving up. Just come down. They have just come down to the hide. They're getting closer and closer. That we had one literally on the fence. I was too busy recording one in the tree that when I looked up, there was literally one on the fence. I was that excited. I tried to phone Sue to say, get on your CCTV cameras because they are at the hide. Wow. Wow. They're still in the trees. As you can probably hear, the blackbirds are still mobbing them. But, wow. Let's hope for some more. Let's really hope for some more. I've got to show you a picture. Check that out if you can see it. Absolutely bloody amazing. Right, let's go see if we can get some more pictures of these young ones. head popping around. Wow. 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 Has come down. The parents must think that they are safe to bring them down in front of the hide. They are literally 3 or 4 meters away from me. My heart is absolutely racing. I am so excited. What an absolutely amazing night I'm having here at the moment. And there's still more time to go. Let's hope that she brings them a little bit closer and envision so that I can take some more photos and some more footage for you guys. That would be amazing. If she brought them a little bit more onto one of the fences, that would be absolutely fantastic. So keep watching and let's see what happens next. Chick that was, or the owl should I say, that was sitting on the fence line just out of view for getting a photograph of. When the male Tawny had left, he must have followed it down because he disappeared for quite a bit of time down the left hand side of where the hide is. Everything around the hide at the moment seems to have gone really quiet. And the owlets sound as if they've moved away slightly. I've still got one shouting from the left, and definitely one within the forward area where I am. But I've had no visits from anyone now for the last 30 minutes. Time's about 25 to 11 now, so I'm going to give it another half an hour just to see if they come back in. We've still got a little bit of some of the bait around. We've had quite a lot of it tonight with the snatch and grabbing that they've been doing most of the night. Looking around, I've had most of it except for one that's left on the reflection pool. So they may come back and have that. But I think we'll just have to keep an eye, see what happens. So Tawny Owl's just come in now and just taken the last of the food that was on the reflection pool. He did come in and do a bit of a snatch and grab moment. So I got a few photographs of that. Hopefully they've come out and they look okay. Time will tell, and I'll probably put them up already if they have. But what an absolutely fantastic evening it's been here at Smithy's Hide. From 7:30, 8 o'clock onwards, it's just not stopped at all. Especially with having these 3 young owlets that are here in the forest. And to have them within meters of the hide was absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't get all 3 of them to come down and sit on the long post that's there. But just to have one of them follow the parents down, just to be inquisitive of what they're doing and also learning themselves as well. And then capturing the rest of them sat in the trees and seeing them was absolutely fantastic. It really was. And them 2 parents are working so hard for them owlets right now. They are back and to all night long. But what Sue's put together here is an absolutely fantastic hide. Now, I've said this on the first visit that I did, and I tell you now, it is absolutely fantastic. I've seen the change since my first visit to this visit and everything that Sue's putting together here. And something, I think it's really started to show with the fact that it's getting booked up very, very quickly for people visiting the hide. So all I say to you that if you've never been to Smithy's Hide, you need to get yourself booked in. I'll pop all the links in the description below. Get onto the Smithy's Hide Facebook page. Just pop a message on there. Sue will get back to you, and she'll certainly message you and let you know your availability. Sometimes there's a post pinned on the group as well that tells you about availabilities and what's booked and what's obviously left for you as well, so that you can always have a look at and see if anything suits you from there. But what an absolutely fantastic non-stop night, and I really hope that this video shows you the activity that goes on here. I've done my best to do as much footage as possible, but because we had a lot of snatch and grabbing, you're going to see a lot of photographs more than video, unfortunately, in this set. But wow, yeah, never disappoints. So get yourself booked in at Smithy's Hide. If you like this video as well, please give it a thumbs up. Everyone that gives these videos a thumbs up helps to throw my videos and my channel out there to get recognised a little bit. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps my channel again massively as well. And I just want to try and get my videos out there to more like-minded people. At the end of the day, I take you along on my journeys, on what I see, what I photograph, whether it's good, bad. I show it all. I don't hide anything from any of my videos. So, you know, it's nice just to let people see that. And as always, if you want to show a little bit of appreciation, I still have my Buy Me a Coffee webpage, which is here below. And obviously, everything as usual, social media pages, the website details, everything is always in the description below. Right, I'm going to get my gear packed up now and get out of the way of Sue. And then she can go and get her head down and go to sleep, because time is ticking on. So all that's left to say is, for the wonderful Tawny Owls and Owlets here at Smithy's Hide, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.